Holy cow. Hey guys, how you doing? It's another super crazy day here, man. It's insane. It's so hot. That's right. You know what that is? It's another Sears cargo carrier. X-Cargo. You guys know what I use for these. I had 3 of these. I keep them in my backyard and put my parts in it. Covers it up with the rain and stuff, and it's a great parts bin. You know, I put it in between some trees on the side there. You know, it's better than parts scattered all over the place. You know, I definitely need this. It's actually in really good shape. I'm going to try to sell it for like 75 bucks or 50 bucks or something, which is what I did with the other 2. The one that was missing all the side hardware and the straps and stuff, I used that for the parts. Hey, if nobody buys it, let's keep it for parts. You know what I mean? Throw my parts in there. Yes, I guess you're wondering, now why would you take that? Well, the 2 inner tubes there fit in some 6-inch tractor wheels. So if I'm short of an inner tube, roll that inner tube in there. I've done it before. It works. That is if the inner tubes are still good for this. Free! So there's 2 little locks on there. Guy said he didn't have the key for it. Hey, you never know. He could have, there could be like a couple of $100 bills sitting in here. That's good. It's got the brackets on there. The locking mechanism is all good. This is a nice shaped one. Look at that. It's in good shape. Super clean, man. Maybe I'll sell for $100. So I stripped the wheels from it. That's it. That's all I wanted was the wheels. Anyway, so this is my Craftsman 6.75 Platinum Quantum motor, I believe. Push mower. It's in good shape. As you guys know, I got this from Brandon H. in Farmingdale. He's the Monster Energy Rehab Lemonade Trade for a Mower guy. Instead, I gave him a liquid ice energy drink. I think he likes it. Anyway, so this is next on the list in queue for repair. And while I have a ton of things to do, I really like these engines. I've always liked them. I'm going to put some gas in it and see if it starts up. Just put gas in it, check the oil. Oil's good. It's a little dirty, but it's kind of clear. It's an auto choke, so you just pull it. Holy cow. Nothing wrong with it. Put gas in it, starts right up. I'm absolutely amazed. I'm going to run it for a little bit because it looks like it has a little bit of hydro lock in the muffler and let it burn off that oil in the muffler. What do you guys think, huh? Go down in history as one of the easiest flips ever? I haven't flipped it yet, but I mean, There's nothing wrong with it. Perfectly fine. Put gas in it, start it right up. On to the next one. So as you can see, this is the second part of my Motherload 18 fix. The first one was a piece of cake, just put gas in it, ran perfectly. This one, as you can obviously see, is missing a pull handle for the starter rope on the recoil starter, and that's all that's apparently wrong with it. What you can also tell is it's the big wheel or high wheel type with self-propulsion. It's an MTD product because it's a Yardman, and that front propulsion cover looks just like the Troy builds. It's a Honda engine in it, which I don't like working on. But number one is got to put a handle on there so that we can test it. First thing we want to do is see if that rope is long enough to pull, right? So I'm going to put the handle down, release the brake, pull this all the way out. And yes, this rope is more than long enough. However, look, it doesn't seem to retract all that great. Which means that it's been sitting outside for quite a while. So we're going to lubricate that a little bit. I'm just spraying some, looking through the mechanism. TB Blaster, I'm sorry, WD-40. Just to lubricate the areas up. All around. Spray it well, doesn't hurt anything. Yes, it's coming. You say it with me? WD-40 doesn't hurt anything. You could drink WD-40. Also the brake handles over here, the cable seems a little rusty. I mean, it's, you can still pull it, but it's a little hinky. I'm just putting a little bit where you can see the cable. Just so when you're pulling it, it draws in some lubrication inside. The more you move it around, the easier it is. See? Working already. Now let's try the cable a little bit more, move it around a little bit. Hey, see? Look at that. It already draws in very well. That's all you need. I'm going to find a handle for that. I actually keep full cord handles in stock. I bought like 25 of them a while back from China. While the rope is not long enough for most lawnmowers, it's got a handle. I think I paid maybe 80 something cents for each, $1 or something like that. Now, don't get me wrong, it is cheap, but I did have to wait about a month for this, for them to ship it from China. So, you know, if you're not in any hurry, you can just order these things, keep them for bulk, you know, in case you need them in the future. And you will, if you do what I do. Anyway, as you can see, this is frayed. You want to make it easier for you to get it into the handle. You just do a nice clean snip, right? Stick it through the hole. Make a knot. And that's it. This engine looks just like the Predator engine that I just worked on. And that's apparent because, as you know, Predator copied Honda engines perfectly. The Chinese, that's what they do. They take a Honda engine, take it apart, reverse engineer it, right? Make molds for it, pour metal, stamp them, a million of them, right? Put it together, and there you go. They redesign the plastic cover for the Predator, name it Predator, and sell it back to the U.S. That's what they do. But, you know, that's the whole deal with China and copies and stuff. China's the world's best copycatter of everybody's inventions, right? And they do a good job doing it. Like the Huawei telephones. You've heard of them? I mean, they're exact copies of Samsung's, you know? Anyway, so that's it. I'm going to funnel this through this handle thing right there. So there's no gas in here either. Bone dry. Who knows how long it's been. I don't think I have enough gas. I don't know if that's enough to get it started. I might have to go into my non-ethanol gas that I got from Scott Keller. So we put just a little bit of gas in there, not a lot, and I don't know if it'll fire up. If it's able to fire up, I don't know if it'll fire up because I don't know if I have enough gas in there. I'll tell you right now, I am checking the Earl right now, and there's plenty of Earl, and it's pretty clear. I'm looking in the muffler tailpipe, and there's seeds in there. About a tablespoon of seeds. So I have a feeling a mice or something like that has been around the area. But you know what? I'm just going to try to pull start it a few times to see what happens. I do not think it'll work. Oh, also, there's this thing here. I don't know what that is. Could it be a choke? Doesn't seem to do anything, but it does increase the tension. So I'll put it in the middle just to see what happens. There's no primer bulb, so it's an auto choke. I'm just going to pull it a bunch of times to see what happens. Zero confidence that it starts. Holy cow. That's incredible. Black liquid and seeds came out of the muffler. Can you believe that, fellas? That's 2 mowers. The 2 I got from Brandon H. Engines fire up with just gas. Isn't that amazing? Awesome. Runs good too. I think that lever is a choke. So you put it all the way to the end over there so it helps it start. And then it automatically goes back out again to the front once it's warmed up. I just tried the self-propulsion. As you can see, the handle. Well, there's no cable. There's no cable to the handle. See this handle? There's no cable to it. The end of it is in here. Nothing comes out of it. So I have to replace this cable for sure. I don't know if I have one, but I'm gonna try and find out. Problem is, it's a pain to get under that cover to get to the area to connect the cable. First, I'm going to take that cover off. Take that cover off, get the cable off, so I can compare this cable to the bunch of cables that I have. So it looks like to take off this cover, it's just 2 1/4-inch screws. You have to take off the air filter to get access to it. This air filter is just dirty, but it works still. I'm going to brush that off a little. Obviously nothing wrong with the carburetor, as it starts up no problem. I'm amazed so far, man. That's these two I got from Brandon, perfectly fine engines. Carburetor's good too. I think I was fortunate that when it was parked, there was no gas in it, so it just sat in his backyard all that time with the sun just evaporating whatever gas was left over, and everything stayed pretty clean, nothing gummed up. If it was a full tank of gas or something, I would be cleaning a carburetor right now, no doubt. So now you've got the cover off, you have clearance to get to this bolt here. And it looks like the other one on the other side is just missing, so I'm just going to lift this out. That was easy enough. Get that crap in there, man. That's a lot of crap. A little bit of rust, it's okay. This is all covered up by the cover, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to push some of the dirt off. So dirt is no good for this, because if you leave it outside, the rain gets into the dirt, acts like a sponge. It will rust this thing out much quicker. That's why I keep my own personal stuff in my garage or shed, or at the very least cover it up. You know what I'm saying? People don't do that, so the disposable, wasteful society we live in, people just don't care. They buy it, they use it, they leave it outside, they don't care. If it busts, they throw it out, get another one. And honestly, it is really cheap. Home Depot sells an MTD basic push mower for $144, or Walmart. $144. It's pretty cheap. You can get 5 years out of it, man, and you mow your lawn with it. It's a good deal. Alright, so I'm going to try to take off this cable there. It's a pain in the butt. It always is. To, you know, grip onto those two areas there just to get it off. I mean, it's so difficult to get to. You need like needle nose pliers to get it. I had to just pry it out. It was so hard to get out. I'm going to pull it out of the other side. So I've just tried all my cables. None of them fit. They're too short. I had this one that was pretty good, but it just short by 6 inches. So it's a pretty long cable. Has to be exactly right to reach the handle. So unfortunately I'm going to have to spend some money. Go buy one. I don't suspect anything's wrong with the transmission, because if I bought a cable and the transmission never worked, that would be a waste of money. But, nothing seems to be stripped. When I turn the thing here after it's engaged, it's supposed to turn. And it doesn't? Ah, it does. Yes, it does. And there's no slippage when it's engaged, see? If I was holding this down and I'm turning it with my hand and pushing it and it goes and it strips, then it's stripped. But if it doesn't move, it means it's a good tranny, I think. Either way, I'll spend $10 and get a new cable. Least I can do. I mean, this is a decent mower, you know. Honda engine, 5.5 horsepower. Big wheel, bagger, self-propelled. Definitely worth $10 to try, you know. Let's see if it works. But this was a good fix, man. Not done yet, of course, but it's just attaching a drive cable to this mower. So I want to thank Brandon H. very much for the 2 free mowers. And he also gave me an Echo weed whacker, which I don't want to mess with right now. It's too hot. You need a lot of patience to mess with a weed whacker, you know what I mean? But both engines run, start, work just fine just from putting gas in it. That was like the 2 easiest flips ever, you know. Thank you very much. So if you guys want to check out Brandon H's Instagram, it's _ Brandon _ 0114 _. You know, Brandon, you really got to find an easier name to remember, man. People say, hey, what's your Instagram? That? Holy cow, was there an underscore in between the Brandon and the 0, or was there an underscore in the beginning or the end? Just don't remember, you know? It's too difficult to remember, man. You're definitely not getting a lot of followers with that kind of name. You got to get an easy one, like Mowers Blowers, huh? You can remember that in your sleep. Anyway, thanks a lot for the deal anyway. 2 mowers for free. That's right, free. Yardman with bagger, self-propelled, Honda 5.5 engine, and a Craftsman Platinum 6.75 Quantum with a bagger, push mower. They work just fine. Gonna list the Craftsman for $125, and the Yardman I'll probably get once I get the cable going and everything runs good and clean it up, take pictures of it. Maybe I'll list it for $175, and somebody who offers me the first $150, I'll do it. If I don't sell it this season, I'll sell it next season. No big deal. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. So I couldn't wait. I went to my shed and pulled out another type of thing for this. I got rid of the assembly for the dual. You know, there was one assembly that had both. So I had to pry this one out, clip this one here for the brake cable, right? Just going to wrap that up with some electrical tape. And then I drilled a hole and put this one here. And this one works. Watch this. Mission accomplished. How about that? I was going to go and buy a cable, but hey, if I have one and I can make it work, it works. I'm going to put everything back together. There you go. Just taking pictures of this baby. Honda 5.5 engine on a Yardman high wheel front self-propelled mower. Got it for free from Brandon. Fixed the drive cable and the recoil starter rope. And this thing purrs like a kitten. Comes with a bagger. And that's a 2 mower fix for the day. I'm going to list it for $185. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, support my channel. Buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on the next project. Have a great day.